Hi everybody, Sunny Bonani. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this video again. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sifunda iy'ncwadi ey'bhalwe ngolimi lwethu futhi ey'bhalwe ababhali abasebancane bese sizalana sizosixoxa istori leso esisuke sesifundile, sisixoxela phela labo abasuke bengenaso isikhathi sokusifunda or abasuke benqena ukusifunda. Bese siphinda senza ama-videos that we call Notes to the Writer, la sisuke sikhuluma khona ngama-issues asuke evukile ngenkathi sifunda istori. Siphinde sincome umbhali wethu phela uma sinama-questions ngendlela abhale ngayo istori, siyaphinda futhi simbuze leyo mbuzo ukuze phela umbhali wethu if one day eyibuka ividiyo yethu eyokwazi ukuthi mhlawumbe aresponde, asiklarifayele iy'ndawo ey'thile esiy'buzile esitorini sethu. Istori-ke esikade sisenza esithi usuku lweziqu, which means graduation day, esibhalwe uphumelele kunene. Siyabonga-ke makunene ukuthi usibhalele istori esimnandi kangaka. Kodwa-ke namhlanje senza i-Notes to the Writer. I-issue engifisa ukuthi ngikhulume ngayo namhlanje i-issue-ke of parenting, iy'ngane sizikhulisa under isimo where bengatholi yonke into that they could get. Njengamanje kuya-challenge-a kakhulu ukukhulisa iy'ngane because kunezinto ey'njengama-cellphones where izinto vele kwesinye isikhathi vele bayayidinga because indlela sebefunda ngayo manje bayadinga ukuthi babe nama-cellphones, there's laptops, there's games, computer games athile, and these are things vele ezi-contribute towards impilo yengane, but at the same time lezi zinto lezi not every parent can give these things to iy'ngane zakhe. And when iy'ngane zikhula and they meet people that can give them lezi zinto lezi, even access to luxury cars that iy'ngane are not used to because thina njengabazali asinazo, and they take them to places thina njengabazali that we haven't taken them to because we cannot afford to, or we don't even think to take them to those places because we don't think it's important in their growth ukuthi sibayise kulezo ndawo lezo. Because when they meet these people abakwazi ukuthi babanike lezi zinto lezi and babayise kule ndawo lezi thina singabayisanga kuzona, ukuthi kuyi-challenge ngathi bazali uma siyikhulisa le ngane, ngoba uma sibabamitha labantu they tend to be attracted kulabantu laba because they are curious about these things and bafuna ama-cellphones even nathi as abazali esingawaphathi. So how do we make sure as parents ukuthi iy'ngane zethu they are content with izinto that we provide for them? If I say ukuthi I can only afford to buy you phone ka-600 because so you can be on WhatsApp with your friends and you can Google some things on the internet if you want to Google some things on the internet, and the rest of the stuff you will get uma ususebenza or something. I always say to my daughter, mayifuna izinto ey'bizayo zokugcoba ngithi hey, bio-oil nami i-bio-oil ngisebenzisa manje ngoba sengiyasebenza. If you want to buy bio-oil, save from your allowance and then buy yourself bio-oil because I'm not buying you bio-oil. It's a small thing, but if she met someone ongamthengela bio-oil every time she needs it, how do you make sure that ababe attracted to those people just because they can give them lezo zinto lezo? And how do they make sure ukuthi labo bantu laba abadireyili ama-dreams abo? Because yes, you can meet someone who can provide you with those things for the rest of your life, but it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes they can only provide you with those things because kunento ethile abayifunayo again, and once they get it they move to the next person to get the very same thing abakade beyifuna kuwena. So now you are left wena mhlampe sewudistractekile, sewuphazamisekile from pursuing your dreams and your aspirations. So because usuthathwe imoto lena that enihamba ngayo, usuthathwe all of the clothes that they buy for you, and uzokhohlwa ukuthi you need to be at school and you need to be pursuing ama-plans obunawo for your future esedlulele phambili. How do we make sure that our kids remain focused on on their goals, they remain focused on their dreams, also to not present a picture ukuthi it's bad ukuthi for someone to drive a nice car, to be able to buy a nice cell phone, or stay in a nice place, because akuyona into ebad leyo. But for our kids to aspire to do those things for themselves, especially our girls, to aspire to do those things for themselves, to look at these things and say, yes, I wanna drive this car, instead of looking at them and saying, I want to date someone who drives this car. I want to date someone who can buy me this cell phone. I want to date someone who can buy me this clothes. For them to aspire to do things for themselves as girls, even as boys, to aspire to do those things for themselves, instead of letting ukuthi abazitholi lezi zinto besakhula, distract them from pursuing ama-dreams abo, but bakwenza ukuthi ziba-inspire to do more, like we did thina ngama-parents ethu, ukuthi our parents were struggling, and for us to even dream of graduating from university, it was a big thing. So we felt like we had to make our lives better, and to make the lives of our parents better. So how do we make sure with our kids now, they do the same, with even what we have and what we've provided for them, they can get more than that, but they just have to keep focused. I think the story makes me really sad, because this is a single parent who's working very hard, unengane eyodwa, and those are her hopes. Vele ingane yakhe is all her hopes are in one child, because unengane eyodwa. And kunento yokuthi vele as parents, sometimes when we work hard, we don't spend as much time now micromanaging our kids, because asikho ekhaya, sisemsebenzini, and I mean, isikhathi esisipenda with our kids is like maybe 2 to 3 hours ntambama. You know what I mean? And so emini, a lot of the times they self-manage themselves. Even uma besesikoleni, yes, khona othisha, but whether uyeqa esikoleni or not, that's self-management. We are not deciding ukuthi if they have homework, whether they do it or not. Class, whether they go to the class or not, mine are extra classes, whether they attend or not, they self-manage themselves a lot. So I feel like this single parent was going through that, where she had to be at work. Mayebuya, obviously she spent time teaching umntana ukuthi we are clean endlini, upheke because I'm at work. At least let me come back with you having helped me with something endlini, but uyabuya umntanakhe akekho. I imagine the discouragement yomzali. I imagine the disappointment. I imagine, and on top of that, she doesn't do anything that you have taught her. You know, abe umuntu emphakathini that is known to do izinto that umphakathi looks down on. For her to be known ukuthi she's dating two men and akanandaba namuntu, akahloniphi muntu, even naye umzali angamhloniphi. I imagine how hard that is as a parent, because I think for the most part abazali, they do the best that they can to make sure ukuthi abantwana they have morals, abantwana they have a work ethic. But when it reaches a point where you feel like you've done everything that you can to guide umntwana, but they're just not going the direction that you are hoping for, it is very discouraging as a parent, and it can cause you to get sick vele as umzali, because you feel like when you have something negative going on in your life, your body doesn't react positively. Imzimba yethu react to the way that we feel. Ujabulile, if you're taking care of yourself, and ujabulile with what's happening in your life, you are less likely to get sick. But you are more likely to get sick when you have iwari, especially when you have iwari that is constant empilweni yakho, and you have iwari that doesn't go away, and ungena hope yokuthi it's going to get better. You can pray, but you can only pray so much. And if ungawabona ama-changes, that can cause you to get sick. So lo mzali lona is going through the same issues with ingane yakhe. So it's understandable ukuthi at the end vele she gets sick, and even when umntanakhe is changing, she's not hopeful ukuthi ngempela it's really something positive. So she feels ukuthi mhlambe vele kushuthi ubeselahle ngisho ithemba ukuthi anything was going to change. So for her to get to a point where even as umntanakhe changes, umzimba wakhe doesn't get better, she continues getting sick because she has lost hope on umntwana wakhe. Nako futhi ukuthi iy'ngane zethu have to learn le nto thina besiyifundiswa ukuthi um ukuphatha kabi umzali it's another type of creates another type of karma for yourself when uphatha kabi umzali wakho, especially umzali wakho that has raised you kahle and made all the sacrifices that they needed to make as umzali for you, and wena mase ukhulile ungabaphathi kahle abazali, that thing can block all the blessings that were ever meant for you ezingane. Le nto yokuthi uphendule thina besazi ukuthi umzali akaphendula, ngisho wrong umzali usho ukuthi yabo le nto ekhulunywa umzali wami ayikho or iyabheda or injani, but ungamphenduli umzali, bungaphikisani nje nomzali, it's like uzikhozela iy'bhadi. And I think because of freedom that the kids have to express themselves nowadays, they don't know when they cross the line with the way that they talk to their parents. And bazibangela amabhadi in a way ukuthi khona izinto that when it comes to your parents you just have to let go, ukuthi umzali sometimes unokushintsha and you're like, I know, it's not really right ukuthi asho kanjalo, or I don't really think I should do that for you mawami or bani, but I'll do it because umzali wami. That thing can release a lot of blessings for yourself, just taking care of your parent. Not to say you don't have conversations with your parent, you can have a conversation with your parent, but ukuphikisana nomzali akunayo ilokhuzana ama-results are positive. I do not, in my opinion, I do not think ukuthi it has any positive results in your life ukuthi uphikisane nomzali wakho, nokuthi uthukane nomzali wakho, nokuthi umzali wakho ukhulume kabi naye. If uphikisane nje nomuntu omdala, it doesn't feel good even within yourself ukuthi uphikisane nomuntu omdala. And if ukwenzile futhi wangaba nokuthi mhlawumbe at some point uyacela uxolo, and if usucelile uxolo washo verbally waphimisela ukuthi ngeke aze akuxolele, that thing can hold izinto ey'ningi elokhuzana empilweni wakho, which is what happens in this story. It is a positive thing ukuthi lo mntwana lona at some point wabona amaphutha akhe awenzile, even though it was too late for her mother, it was too late for her mother's life to be saved because the damage had been too much. But I do hope ukuthi emaphutheni awenzile, she won't hold it against herself for life. It's a sad thing ukuthi umawakhe dies before ambone being successful and doing well for herself. But I hope ukuthi even after umzali wakhe dies, she still does the things that she wanted to do to prove to her mother that she has changed. I hope ukuthi she doesn't give up. I hope ukuthi she takes this as a big lesson in life. I hope ukuthi she will use this opportunity maybe to speak to other young kids and show them ukuthi sometimes ama-behaviors athile are not good ukuthi u-engage kuwona because kunga-affecta negatively in your life. So siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi le ndaba ibe nama-lessons amaningi esifundise wona. I can't say really ukuthi dating abantu abawu-two is wrong or right, but it's one of those things where as umuntu omusha you have to judge for yourself ukuthi which is the best for you, honestly, because njengoba esho ukuthi she was dating ubheki had said ukuthi angaliwa. Yabona umuntu who utters those words, that day that they utter that word, you must get out of that relationship because you are playing with death. Men who say that they mean ukuthi they will kill you when mawubala, or they will attempt at least to kill you mawubala. So maningi ama-decisions awenzile, they were not ideal, but-ke sekonakele, abantu sebefile, but she's the one that is still alive. A lot of the people died because of the decision that she made, but she's still alive. I hope she can see the positive in that, because she's still alive, she can still make different decisions for herself, and I hope she goes on to live a positive life. I hope she keeps Unomonde in her life, because I found Unomonde to be such a great friend. Like, we need friends that can check us. Like, when we do something wrong, they can say, friend, this is not right. You don't talk to your mom like that. Your mom can't be crying crying, my friend, because of you. See if you can do something. But not only that, friends who can take us, but friends who can also support you. When you're going through hard times, they can come and say, friend, how are you doing? Friend, what can I do for you? Angathi umuntu ngoba wenzelwe something and it's your fault, then they're like, oh, angilapho, what was she doing? You know, that she was, Unomondo was still able to be there for her friend, even though her friend never wanted to listen to her at time. So I hope we all have Unomondo in our lives, that friend that you know, which I can always call them and they're going to be there for me. They're not going to judge me for the bad decisions that I made, but as over there as friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. Izonibona kwi-video yami elandelayo. Hopefully ngizobe nginenzela istory less esilandelayo. Thank you so much. Ngithanda kakhulu.